with a little love and some tenderness. We'll walk upon the water, we'll rise above the mist, with a little peace and some harmony. We'll take the world together, we'll take them by the hand.
Wildflowers, you belong in a boat out at sea. Sail away, kill off the hours. You belong somewhere you feel free. Run away, find you a lover. Somewhere all bright and new. I have seen no.
You may be seated. Brukim Habayim, welcome. Before we get going, I would ask you all to please put away your phones. So you got 10 seconds, whatever last shot you want to take it right now. Part of what makes a wedding a wedding, and what works about it is that your presence here with us in person makes it a holy and special thing. So no mediation through a phone. Before we begin as well, we're going to take a moment to hold in our hearts and minds those who couldn't be with us here today. The ones, we have some memories here under the chuppah with us, and then there's the ones that are in our hearts and in our minds. So let's take a moment. May these memories be a source of comfort and strength, and may the names of those passed before a blessing today and always. Mia Dir al Hakol, may the one who is supreme in power, blessing, and glory bless these loving companions. Source of holiness, bless Jennifer and Benjamin, who stand beneath this chuppah, this wedding canopy that represents their future home, open on all sides to accept with gracious hospitality all who enter. They stand before you, prepared to accept the sacred bond of marriage as they pledge to care for each other throughout the years. They bring to this marriage the wisdom and experience of their lives in your presence. Encourage them to find happiness and fulfillment together. May they know contentment in the home they intend to establish, and there may your spirit be found through the keeping of mitzvot, performance of good deeds. Jewish ceremonies begin with the blessing of a cup of wine. This is to remind us that what follows is sacred and holy. Can I ask you to hold this for me, please? Thank you very much. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagafen. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, who rules the universe for creating the fruit of the vine. Praised are you, Adonai, whose source of life, whose mitzvot add holiness to our lives, and whose wisdom guides the partnership of this loving couple. Blessed are you who sanctifies all creation and unites them here under this chuppah with these sacred rites of marriage. As you share this wine, so may you share all things from this day on with love and understanding. May life's joys be heightened, its bitterness sweetened, and each of its moments hallowed. Jocelyn will speak at this point. I'd like to ask Jocelyn to give some words.
Check, on the mic.
Hold it together.
I wanted to bring together some words from some poets that I thought might be meaningful to Ben and Jenny. I decided to bring together a conversation between some artists that I thought would also be meaningful to Ben and Jenny on their wedding day. So this is a poem with words from Mary Oliver, John O'Donoghue, some hot tuna, and some Tom Petty. Last night the rain spoke to me, slowly, saying what joy to come falling out of the brisk cloud, to be happy again in a new way on the earth. As spring unfolds the dream of the earth, may you bring each other's hearts to birth. As kindly as moonlight might search the dark, so gentle may you be when light grows scarce. Find you a lover somewhere all bright and new. You belong among the wildflowers. You belong somewhere you feel free. One more time I'm asking you, let this moment be. As surprised as the silence that music opens, may your words for each other be touched with reverence. With what you've got together now, rest ain't hard to do. You can see it ain't no jive, all my love for you. What joy to come falling out of the brisk cloud. That's what the rain said and vanished. Like a dream of the ocean, imagine. The wild and wondrous journeys still to be yours. I love you guys.
That was beautiful. Thank you so much. All right, here's a question for the two of you. Have you come here freely and without reservations to give yourselves to each other in marriage? They said yes. All right, I'll start with you, Ben. Repeat after me. I, Benjamin, take you, Jennifer, to be my wife.
I, Benjamin, take you, Jennifer, to be my wife.
I promise to treasure, support, comfort, and respect you.
I promise to treasure, support, comfort, and respect you.
I will strive to deepen our relationship,
I will strive to deepen our relationship,
to listen compassionately,
to listen compassionately,
and to trust you completely.
and to trust you completely.
I will honor our differences
I will honor our differences
and treasure our shared values.
and treasure our shared values.
I will work with you
I will work with you
so that our home will be filled with warmth,
so that our home will be filled with warmth,
generosity, and love.
generosity, and love.
These things
And these things
I vow to you today and
I
always.
vow to you today and always.
Jennifer, repeat after me. I, Jennifer, take you, Benjamin, to be my husband.
I, Jennifer, take you, Benjamin, to be my husband.
I promise to treasure, support, comfort, and respect you.
I promise to treasure, support, comfort, and respect.
I will strive to deepen our relationship,
I will strive to deepen our relationship,
to listen compassionately,
to listen compassionately,
and to trust you completely.
and to trust you completely.
I will honor our differences
I will honor our differences
and treasure our shared values.
treasure our shared values.
I will work with you so that our home will be filled
I will work with you so that our home will be filled
with warmth, generosity, and love.
with warmth, generosity, and love.
These things I vow to you
These things I vow to you
today and always.
today and always.
Those vows were taken from their ketubah, which they signed just before this. So they will have these vows written beautifully in art on their walls. May I have the rings, please? The exchange of rings in a Jewish ceremony is called kiddushin, and the root of this word is kadosh, which means holy. So these rings represent the commitment to the sacred nature of your union and the holiness of your marriage. Take the appropriate. So, well, hold on. One at a time. Place the ring on Jennifer's finger. Oh, yes, you're right. There's a Jewish tradition of putting the ring on the index finger of the right hand because that's the direct line to the heart. Repeat after me. This ring is a symbol
This ring is a symbol
of the sacred dedication
of the sacred dedication
of our union
of our union
as I take you to be my wife
as I take you to be my wife
in accordance
in accordance
with these rites of marriage.
with these rites of marriage.
This ring is a symbol
This ring is a symbol
of the sacred dedication
of the sacred dedication
of our union
of our union
as I take you to be my husband
as I take you to be my husband
in accordance
in accordance
with these rites of
with
marriage.
these rites of marriage.
That was all the hard parts for you too. But we're not done. I get to say a few words, and thank you has to be where I start. Thank you for honoring me with the privilege of being here today. It's been so great to get to know you. I get to finally see you in person. I'm hearing a lot of that these days, but it's been great, and your patience, in everyone's patience in navigating the last few years is tremendous. And you got here. We're here. Yes. So, having gone this far and come through so much to get here, I'm going to share just a few words of wisdom that I've picked up along the way, not necessarily my wisdom, to share with you. The ancient rabbis of the Talmud, so 2,000 years ago, rabbis were talking about marriage, and they wanted to be useful and helpful, and so they said, marriage is like the 2 stone tablets of the 10 Commandments. That's pretty interesting. What they meant was that each tablet with 5 commandments was strong and independent and incredibly valuable on its own. Didn't need anything to stand with it, to be relevant and useful. But together, when they became 10 commandments, they withstood the test of thousands of years. They've been the basis of not just one religion, but many cultures and religions. They're really amazing. So that's a good metaphor for marriage. The two of you, each of you separate, independent, amazing. You don't need anyone else, but look what the two of you can do together and how great you will be. So yeah, be like the 10 Commandments. I think it's a good idea. And then there's a piece of wisdom, I'm not sure it's wisdom, but my experience, which is that life is interesting. Well, we know life is interesting. Today is a special day, and we all know that. But the trick is to make every day a special day. Because routine is your friend. Isn't that weird? Routine is when things are kind of normal and you just take for granted waking up in the morning and grabbing your coffee. You're not really taking it for granted. What you've done is absorb the joy and happiness that is so physical today, and you've tucked it into your gut, and it's there. It's the rock that happens to take you as an anchor through your day. There was a scholar last century, Abraham Joshua Heschel, and he said, live life in radical amazement, which is to say, wake up each morning and seek out the unique spirit that permeates all things. So when you do this, you will find that joy and happiness, that specialness from today, every day, routine or not. And I think that's a good value as well. Today is a special day. I'm not going to stop saying that, ever. We have a Jewish prayer for special days. It's called the Shechiyanim. It's a prayer for Thanksgiving, and it is a prayer thanking God for life, not just existence. That's nice, but this is a life that's participated in, that's engaged in, that's special. So we're thanking for that. We're thanking God for all humanity and nature, for the good fortune of being at this place and this time. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'achiyanu v'ki'imanu v'higiyanu lazman hazeh. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, Spirit of the universe, who has kept us alive and sustained us and enabled us to reach this moment. This next set of blessings express gratitude to God for the miracle of life in general and the sanctity of married life in particular. There are 7 of them, and so they are known as the 7 blessings. In Judaism, 7 carries a special significance. It's the number of wholeness and holiness. It's the number of Shabbat, the Sabbath. So it's the number of peace. So may these Sheva Brachot, may these 7 blessings confer blessing on each day of every week of your lives together. So as I go through these, I'm going to do them in Hebrew and then in English. And after each one, I'm going to look up, and you all are going to help me by saying Amen. That way we'll all know how we can count to the 7. You're going to hold this for me. Okay. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pri hagafen. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, Spirit of the universe, who brings forth fruit from the vine. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, shehakol bara lichodo. Praised are you, God, who shapes the universe. Your creation reflects your vision. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, yotzer ha'adam. Praised are you, source of all life, who fashions each person. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher yatzar et ha'adam b'tzalmo, b'tzelem demut tivnoto, v'hitkin lo mimenu binyan adei ad. Baruch atah Adonai, yotzer ha'adam. Praised are you, God, for instilling inspiration in all humanity. You have planted within us a vision of you and given us the means that we may flourish. Praised are you, creator of humanity. Amen. Sos tasis v'tagel ha'akara b'kibutz banea v'tocha b'simcha. Baruch atah Adonai, mesameach Tzion b'vanea. May the communities of the world rejoice as their children gather in happiness. Blessed are you, creator of the universe, who bestows joy and gladness. Amen. Sameach tesamech re'im ha'ahuvim kesimcha yitzircha began eden mikedem. Baruch atah Adonai, mesameach chatan v'chala. Let these friends share in blessed peace and comfort. Praised are you, the presence, who guides this couple in their happiness. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bara sason v'simcha, chatan v'chala, gila, rina, ditza v'chedva, achva v'achva, v'shalom v're'ut. Mehera Adonai Eloheinu yishma ba'arei Yehuda b'chutzot Yerushalayim, kol sason v'kol simcha, kol chatan v'kol kala, kol metil chulot hatanim mechubatam, una'arim memishte meginatam. Baruch atah Adonai, mesameach chatan im hakala. Praised are you who lights the world with happiness and contentment, love and companionship, peace and friendship, loved and beloved. Let the mountains of Israel dance, let the gates of Jerusalem ring with the songs of joy, song, merriment, and delight. We praise you, God, who brings this couple together to rejoice in each other. And let us all say, Amen. Have some fun. I've got another blessing because I can. I'll guide you traffic. Eternal God who blesses us, grant that this couple who love each other find the full measure of joy and satisfaction in your world. Bless them that they may be a blessing to all they meet in life's way. In these amongst all things, may you be blessed. In loving each other, in appreciating how you are alike, in treasuring how you are different, in sharing your lives together, in peace and serenity in your home, in the fulfillment of living and growing and achieving together, in the warmth and companionship of family and friends, and in realizing your fondest hopes. Since you have both acted out of love and affection in accordance with these rights and in accordance with the laws of the Commonwealth of Virginia, I now get to say that you, Jennifer, and you, Benjamin, are legally married. It's a Jewish wedding. We're not done yet. Jewish weddings end with the smashing of a glass, and we don't know why we do this. It got lost to history. As a rabbi, I think that's great because it means I can give it meaning that I think is appropriate. So it is a mark of humility and holiness to make this a prayer, the shattering of glass, a prayer to God, asking for other people who don't have the opportunity for joy and happiness as we do today to have them. And also, because it can have more than one meaning, for however many pieces this breaks into, so will your love be multiplied.
Amen.